Hello and welcome. Today we'll be discussing Club Pilates, what it is and what's it all about. First and foremost, let me just say this is not a sponsored video in any way, but I, like many of us, have had some ads targeted towards us via some algorithms, and a few of those ads have been for none other than my local Club Pilates. Now, like you, I was intrigued and I also had numerous questions. So here I am ready to break it all down for you with sprinklings of my own personal experience, so let's get to it. What is Club Pilates? What is Pilates? First things first, Club Pilates is a franchise Pilates studio originally created in 2007 by Allison Beardsley in San Diego, California, who subsequently began expanding into franchise locations in 2013. She then partially sold it, retaining 25% ownership, and remained involved as a co-founder to LAG Fit Inc. or LAG Fit Inc., a franchise development firm who specializes in obtaining and growing boutique wellness concepts. The point is, oh yes, there is a reason why Club Pilates has been seemingly popping up overnight. Pilates is a type of mind-body exercise developed in the early 20th century by German physical trainer Joseph Pilates, after whom it was named. Joseph Pilates called his method controlology. It is practiced worldwide, especially in countries such as Australia, Canada, South Korea, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Thank you, Wikipedia. Pilates itself can be considered a full-body workout, but it can be said that it primarily focuses on the core postural muscles, the hips, as well as teaching breath awareness and spine alignment. Overall, it is a great option for those new to fitness, those returning after a long break or an injury, as well as for those who just want to work on mobility. As I mentioned earlier, Club Pilates is a Pilates franchise studio. First things first, Club Pilates is a franchise Pilates studio originally created. So yes, there will be differences between locations, but there will also be similarities, so let's start with explaining those. Oh yes, like many things, there's an app for that. And Club Pilates is no different. After you sign up and take an introductory class, don't worry, we'll get to that in a few minutes. You'll be asked to download their app, as that is where you'll be able to see how many credits you have available. Each class equals 1 credit. See suggested classes. See what classes, if any, you have completed that week, as well as fun things such as milestones and challenges. And the most important part, this is where you'll be able to access the class schedule. You'll be able to see what class is happening when, with what instructor, book the class, and see how full that class currently is. FYI, once you book a class, you will not be able to see how many spots are still available. So if you're a bit shy like me or a bit hesitant, then you might want to wait the day or night before to book the class. Through the app, you can also filter classes by class type and instructor. Now, let's rewind a bit and discuss the sign-up process, which will include the optional introductory class, and once again, some of these may differ depending on location. The sign-up process. When possibly bombarded by the Club Pilates ads, as well as when you look at their website, there's an option to take a free 30-minute reformer class. Now, this is particularly helpful if you're very much on the what is Pilates train and unsure if it is right for you. When I decided to take this class, I was essentially already sold, but wanted to get a feel for my local club. And so it was a very basic class in which you will get slightly familiar with the equipment and how that local Pilates is set up. Once that class is over, you'll be welcome to ask questions and sign up, which brings us to classes and levels. As shown earlier through the app, you can view and book different types of classes. and see what levels they are available in, as well as filter them through class type and instructor. Now you may be wondering, what are the class types and what are the levels? The class types are as follows: Reformer Flow, Cardio Sculpt, Suspend, Control, Restore, and Fit, FIT. Class levels range from 1 to 2.5. So you're a beginner and you really just want to stretch and work on some mobility. You could choose a level 1 center and balance class or a 1.5 progressions center and balance class. Or if you're a bit of a cardio junkie who considers themselves to be in okay and good shape, you could choose to take Cardio Sculpt level 1.5 or 2. Side note, I'm not sure if this is for other Club Pilates studios, but my local Club Pilates had a required test out class for those looking to progress from level 2 to 2.5. Things you might need. First and foremost, you are going to be working out. And depending on the level of work you're putting in, as well as what level of class you are taking, you may need a water bottle, a towel. But no matter what level of class you are taking, you will need Pilates socks, otherwise known as socks with grips. These will be mandatory for any and all classes. You can find them quite reasonably priced online, or you can buy them within the studio. Most Club Pilates studios that I have seen have a small area in their lobby where you can pick up some workout essentials. But you know, studio pricing. Now, something we all may be familiar with is places not having their pricing readily available and listed. Overall, each Club Pilates seems to have 3 tiers of membership: the 4-pack, the 8-pack, and lastly, the unlimited. My local club also had its per class pricing available. As you can see, that is the pricing for my local Pilates club. For context on this pricing, I do live in Southern California, within a city with a population of about 800,000. We're LA adjacent, but definitely not LA. Also, when you sign up, you will have an automatic 3-month membership, aka a 3-month contract. You do not have to pay 3 months up front, but the price per month will be automatically deducted from the card you give them to have on file each month. After those 3 months, your membership will renew monthly. Canceling. If you choose to cancel your membership, be aware there may be a 30-day canceling policy, as was in my case. That means you'll be charged another month if you choose to cancel your membership in less than 30 days away from your monthly renewal date. So yes, be aware of that and pay attention to those dates. Instructors. This will be one of the biggest differences between studios. As many of us know, a good teacher, a bad teacher, a good instructor, or a bad instructor can really make or break an experience for a lot of us. I personally found many of my instructors at my local Club Pilates to be knowledgeable, understanding, as well as very approachable. With saying that, as someone who is not exactly new to fitness, I was left wanting when it came to guidance. And so, if you are an absolute beginner, there may be a bit of a strong learning curve to really make sure your form is correct, making sure you're completing each exercise optimally, as well as there being some terms and lingo you will have to get the hang of. And with saying that, anytime I was corrected, it was done so in a very kind, casual, and subtle way as not to disturb the flow of the class. Some Club Pilates studios do offer private and semi-private training. I personally was very interested in private training because your girl has some problems. And when I asked about that at my local Club Pilates, I was told you would set that up with an individual instructor you wish to receive training from, where you two will then discuss the price for the private training. And depending on if the studio has private training rooms, you will need to schedule private training sessions on off hours for the studio in order to use the main facilities. All of which any cost for private training is in addition to your normal studio membership. Well, that is essentially all you may need to know about the Club Pilates experience. Did I miss something, or did your experience differ in some way? Let me know, as I would love to discuss it. Hopefully this has been helpful, and I have been your host Angela from Angela and Then Some. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.